Find the truth. Visit boston.gov/COVIDVax.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Yo, sugar man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Cause if you come to party, then party. Every party, then party. You come out to party, then party. Start a party, then party. You want to party, then party. Then let me party. We drinking. Thank God I'm free again. I just want to misbehave. Thank God I'm free again. No, we drinking. Cause we are limited time to line. Don't know when the place might shut down. So every gal who wine, I just want to see the bumper drop down. We don't want time to fret or frighten. We don't care if the world might be the same again. Cause so if you come out to party, come to party, then just go out, live life and be happy. Don't waste time thinking about the past. Just be happy. Just be happy. If you come out to party. You come to party. Thank God I'm free again.
Hello, can you guys hear us out there? Ollie oxen free. Spark FM online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are here, the dynamic duo. We are duoing it up.
Look, we're in uniform. We both got on navy blue sweatshirt.
I know, we're so coordinated.
I should have worn my glasses like yours.
No, we would have been twins. You got to put on a mask.
OMG, I went to my therapy session the other day, and my therapist was like, not you, looking just like your sister.
Why do I feel like, do I know her?
I feel like we know her.
Is she my friend?
I don't know, but she's my friend.
She's your friend? She's your buddy?
My friend.
That's how it be, you know. You got to find you a friend. Can you guys hear us? I want to know if you can hear. Turn the mic down a little. You go. All right. We good. Yeah. This one a little bit more. All right. Okay. Everybody can hear us. Check. We are in the building. You guys are in the building as well. And we are going to get through this show without me passing out.
Let's do it.
Yes, this is what we're doing today.
Don't pass out, sis. Don't pass out. Today is no, it's not a scorcher. Today's going to be cold as hell. It's a freezer.
It is definitely a freezer. And
Zinger.
a zing. All I want to do is them a zing, and a zing. Who do you see? Anna Banana? Who's she?
Anna Tyree.
Oh, Anna. Hi, Anna. How you doing? We haven't seen you here.
I know.
I know this is a first timer. Now that you're here, you cannot leave, Anna. Good morning to everybody checking in on the radio side of things. I know you never can see us, but we are here and we love you more than anybody else.
Yes.
Except for the people that watch us. We love you guys all the same.
We do.
All the same. Let me find the show. Actually, yesterday's show was actually going to be great. The news that came out of yesterday was kind of lit. So we'll get into both of those today. We'll kind of jump around between those two. So make sure that you guys are keeping it locked because we have such a great show lined up for you guys. So let's check in. Miss Tony, how you doing?
No, well, how are you doing? Because I called you yesterday to check on you. You told me you were going to call me back. Never heard from you again.
When did I?
If it wasn't for social media, I would have thought that you didn't make it.
That I didn't. I was around. I laid down for most of the day. I got some work done, I think. I am going to be coughing quite a lot throughout this show. So you guys do not be alarmed. Go ahead and give it up a share. I don't know. It's hot. I'm probably a little feverish, but it's Friday, and I didn't want to stay home with my child.
That's how I felt at
Where?
Spark the Block.
When? Oh, when you had COVID? Oh, I mean, when you were getting
I
almost
found out that I had COVID.
Yes.
And I was like, what the hell? And after, after everything was over, I guess after all the adrenaline wore off, I was just sitting there somewhere and I was like, oh, I definitely have a fever and I'm definitely gonna fall over. I might die today. It is hot. It is hot.
It is hot in here. But we're gonna have a good show. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Yesterday was a great day. It was such a good day. Let me tell you what I did yesterday.
Tell me.
Nothing. Nothing. Sauce wasn't feeling good. Triz wasn't feeling good. They were like, no show. I was like, no show? What? Got up, took a shower, put on my good bonnet and my granniest nightgown. Just to let set the mood. Got into that bed and stayed in that bed until 5 p.m.
Really? See, those are good days.
Oh, it was the best day. It was so mentally like what I needed. It felt like a purge. I watched a show all day from start to finish. It was called The Resort. It's on Peacock. Weird little show, but very, very captivating. Held my attention. About? It's about this couple that are having a little bit of trouble in their marriage. I guess their marriage has hit, like a stagnant point. They go on vacation to celebrate their 10th anniversary. In Mexico, and then she's still kind of how it is when you can't really stand somebody. So she decides, I don't know, they went on an excursion, something happens, this mystery unfolds, and she ends up getting really involved in the mystery and getting him involved in the mystery, and it's pretty good. It seems like it's gonna be weird, but there's some good comedic timing in there. It is a drama series, it's like a dramedy.
A dramedy.
But it's good. I quite enjoyed it. I watched it from start to finished the whole thing, and it was good. There's still a lot of unanswered questions, so I'm waiting for to see if there's going to be a second season. But I quite enjoyed that. And then I went and spent some time with my girl, and we hung out, and she talked. And talked.
We got the videos. She's so funny.
And I didn't even get the good parts in the video because she was like...
She's 2 months?
2 months. She was like screaming with delight and laughing loud. And I was like, I don't think this is normal. Kind of stuff. But, that was a good time too. Hit up the Walmart last night, at the appropriate time, right when they were about to close. No lines. No crazy lines. And it wasn't all crazy. They had nothing in the store. But it was a good evening.
Nothing.
Good day.
Nothing. That's how I felt when I went to CVS yesterday because I had to go fill my prescription.
Yep.
And I was looking for regular things like cough medicine and stuff. And the CVS aisles were absolutely and completely empty.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I'm working on this aisle so you can come back later. No, lady. No, I'm sick now.
Well, they've been saying, though, for a while, though, since flu season began, they've been saying that it's really, really hard to find your cold medicines and things because of the tridemic that's going on. So people are buying all the medicines in bulk. They're just going in there and buying them up, buying up. So that's what they suggest. When you find what you like, buy a few of it. Which is crazy because who can afford that stuff?
Yeah, it's like $15 for some children Tylenol.
Girl, I had to go get, the other day I thought Noah had a little ringworm on his face and I had to go buy ringworm medicine. Yeah. That joint was $10.
10 American.
Shoot, I had to scan 2 packs of Band-Aids to get that because I was not.
Too scared. Little morning inspiration. Opal gives us a check-in. She says, good morning. I just would like to thank everyone again for reaching out to me. Yesterday was the last day on this awful prednisone.
Ooh, prednisone.
And I'm on prednisone right now. A person is now working with me on my home situation, all that I can safely really say online. But please keep me in your prayers and have a great, blessed day. Opal Thompson will not be bullied out of her home. And that's what I'm talking about, Opal.
Girl,
you go, girl. We're wishing you the best.
Yes, and we are praying for the best for you as well.
All of the things. Yes. Good morning, everybody else on the check-in. Evandisa, Janet, Chris.
Oh, we just got a nice little message from Evandisa over here, too.
What'd she say?
I'll talk to you about it
Okay, good.
It's a good thing.
It's a great thing. I like it.
Yes.
I like it. Yeah. So, people, we are going to get into the show. As you know, that Tristan will be gone for he's going to be here Monday, but most of the rest of the year, he'll be gone.
Yeah.
Because that's how long he's going, and I didn't approve that. So I'm very concerned about Tristan's
I know. Last night, Auntie Brenda was like, when's he leaving? I was like, I think he's leaving tomorrow, and he won't be back until September. So, that's how that goes.
You know that, how that goes. Yeah. That is funny.
Listen.
But as you also know, Bars is coming up on February 18th.
Yes, I just heard the Bars commercial. I'm excited.
Make sure you guys get in there. Get your stress-free VIP. Make sure that you guys are hanging out with us and doing what we do. But let's start this show real quick, and then we'll get into all the good stuff. All right? Let's go.
2023 is the 50th anniversary of our beloved hip-hop. February is Black History Month. Join Spark FM as we tour our favorite black-owned hotspots in VIP style. Saturday, February 18, 2023. Spark FM Online presents Bars Volume 1. Boston Black Bard Restaurant Tour. Featuring Caesarea, Top Mix, Suya Joint, Fort Hill Grill in District 7. Appetizers, drink special, Spit Your Bars, network event, and giveaways. 21 and up with proper ID, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For more info, go to sparkbarcrawl.eventbrite.com. It's the Bars Volume 1 Boston Black Bar and Restaurant Tour.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Tues.
All right.
Lord, I almost just pulled off my whole wig on this.
Don't do that.
Broadcast.
Don't do that, because they would look at you and they would judge you, sis.
They would judge me.
They would judge
I
you.
would judge me. Because that's crazy.
That is very
Although
crazy.
those are the things that gets views, though.
Yeah, it does. That's go viral.
I might have to do it then.
It's called go viral.
I might have to do the. I might have
Yeah,
to do the
we
virus.
need a little sex scandal somewhere.
Oh.
So I'm gonna get it in the sex
I've been
scandal.
trying to create one, and you won't go for it.
Which one is that? Oh, but girl, bye. Me and Gary did our sex scandal a long time ago, and it
Y'all need to
didn't pop
reprise.
off.
Y'all need to reprise.
Next time
that.
me and Gary do our sex scandal, can y'all please make it viral?
I know.
Shoot.
You might get beat up, but
I know, it's very beat up, and I'm not in the mood for all that.
oh, you won't get beat up as long as I'm around.
You
might get hurt badly, but not beat up.
That's my sister.
I'm right here, girl. Get off my sister. Don't hit her like that. That's what I'm gonna be there saying.
All right, let's get into the show before I pass out. And we're going to start with yesterday's news. Actually, yesterday's news is a lot better than today's news.
Okay.
So we'll just kind of jump around. Yesterday was Groundhog's Day.
Mm-hmm. Did you send
And,
it to me?
huh?
You sent it to me?
Yep.
Okay.
Groundhog's Day. And I believe that Miss G or Kanamba Pachin said that we only have 6 months left. I don't think his name is Kamanja Pachin.
It's Puxatawny Phil.
Okay, that's it.
Who are you talking about?
I couldn't figure it out. What was that?
I thought you was coughing.
No, what did I call him?
Kanancha Popson?
Kananja Popson. What's his name?
Puxatawny?
Puxatawny. All right, that one.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did, but they said he's only at a 40% accuration rate. Mm-hmm. And Miss G is at a 60%. So Miss G said that we only got 6 more weeks of winter.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
No, so winter is extended.
No. What do you mean?
When it sees its shadow,
Yeah.
that means that spring is going to be coming soon.
Okay.
When it doesn't see its shadow, that means it's going back to bed, which means that we're going to have 6 more weeks.
No,
of
it's the one that is gooder. That we know that maybe it's
so spring is coming soon.
spring is coming soon.
Good,
yeah,
good,
that
good.
one, that one. 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. And we're good. So Katamani and Puxatawny and Miss G
Who
said
is Miss G?
Miss G is the other groundhog. There's 2. Y'all don't. Let me see.
No, we read the whole story, the history of the groundhog yesterday in the devotional book. That whole foolishness is foolish.
Why did they do that?
I have a hard time.
Who the hell is they supposed to tell us when to? Why them? Like who
Because they
picked
felt
them?
like the groundhogs were a very smart animal and very aware. And I don't think so, because every groundhog I've ever seen looks slow. No.
And is it only one groundhog
Yes, just Puxatawny.
in the world, like for America?
Yeah. So they have a Puxatawny Phil that becomes the Puxatawny after the other Puxatawny passes on.
Oh, some have died?
Yes.
I thought it was the same Puxatawny.
What
Really?
Do you think he's 100 years old?
I didn't know what's the how long has Groundhog Day been around?
A long time.
Didn't y'all just read about it? Tell me the story.
I did. I can't remember. That was yesterday.
Go bring the book.
I'm gonna bring it. But yesterday when we were driving home, I saw a big deer right there, right over there, and I was like, "See now, this is what I'm talking about.
You should have ate it.
This is why I gotta drive with my high beams on.
Curry the deer.
I wonder how that would taste. Deer meat is very tough, isn't it? Anyway, what's the news?
See, Deval Patrick started the New England one. Did he? Let me see. The official groundhog of Massachusetts, Miss G, made her prediction about how much winter is left in the Bay State Thursday in recognition of the Groundhog Day tradition. Miss G did not see her shadow. Miss G did not see her shadow. Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey declared that signifies that spring is on the way in the Bay State according to tradition. The event was led at the Mass Auburn's Drumline Farm Wildlife Sanctuary in Lincoln. Speakers at the event, including the governor, emphasized that they hope the holiday raises awareness of wildlife, weather, and climate change.
Oh, wow. So you're telling me when you're supposed to be government and you out there with this groundhog, seeing what it's gonna be like?
So what? And then it says right here, Puxatawny Phil made his annual appearance at Globler's Knob, Pennsylvania, and predicted 6 more weeks of winter. So I guess they're in, I don't know, they're in cahoots? Basically, they're predicting an early spring. Yes, they are predicting winter's going to be over soon. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Stop saying groundhog. What is it? A Puxatawny. A Puxatawny is not a groundhog?
It is. That's just his name. Because he's of the Puxatawny tribe when they first started doing it.
Why Janet tell me don't say groundhog?
Because it's probably not politically correct anymore because he's named after an Indian tribe.
So I gotta be politically correct with the animals too?
Yes.
They have identifications?
Yes.
Wow.
The Bay State is supposed to get an early spring.
What am I saying? Oh.
So we're supposed to get an early spring, but Phil saw his shadow, so 6 more weeks of winter. Yes. That's how it goes.
Okay, we're going to move.
Groundhog. Oh, you're saying groundhound.
I wasn't saying no groundhound. It don't even sound right in my mouth. Run the tape back. Jen, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
The ground has more rights than us.
They do.
Listen.
Groundhog.
Groundhog.
Anyhow. Mass police officers suspended by Bay State Licensing Agency.
Yeah.
Good. Start suspending them. I don't like qualified immunity. And I think that's what I don't think that is facts. That the reason why these police don't never get charged for nothing or never get no discipline is because of qualified immunity. They can't be sued. Nothing can happen to them. They pretty much have a free will. I'm gonna become a police. I'm too old.
How long is police school?
I think it's like 12 weeks.
Oh, it's only 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do it.
I can do it, but I think you got an age limit though. I think you can't be a police over the age. I think you can't get into the force at like 40.
But you're not 40 yet.
I know. I'm not going to make it on time.
It's only 12 weeks. You can still do it now. If you do it now, you can do it for a while.
I'm not doing it. Too lazy.
12 weeks is what, 3 months?
Yeah. I can't even do 75 hard. Well, I got to walk 2 times a day. I can't do that. So I'm not going to do the police force when they make you run 6 miles in a minute or some foolishness like that.
You had a hard time getting in the building this
morning. Listen, I got in the building. I was fine.
Yeah.
I got in here and I almost passed out.
Yeah.
Just by walking into the building. I had shortness of breath. Marty Walsh, reportedly a top candidate to lead NHL Players Association. Marty Walsh all over the place.
NHL, like National Hockey League?
Yeah, that's
his next move.
That's a very different thing.
I thought he was on the presidential.
Me too. I thought that they was looking at him to be another person.
Yeah.
The NHLPA board is expected to meet on Thursday to continue discussions and potentially vote to appoint Walsh as director. If the executive board does not move to vote on Walsh's potential appointment, he will need 18 of the board's 32 votes for approval. Is this what he wants to do?
Maybe. Remember, he's like a union guy. So is this NHL Players Association kind of like a players union?
I guess so. Walsh, a Dorchester native, has plenty of labor experience. Prior to his time at mayor of Boston, Walsh served as head of the laborers union Local 223 before leading the Boston Metropolitan District Building Trade Council from 2000. Okay, so this is what he does.
Yeah.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good for Walsh. He out here putting Boston on the map. Y'all might not like Marty Walsh as the mayor, but he's out here really, really moving heavy for Boston in these places.
There's a lot of people who do have beef with Marty Walsh because of look, it's your birthday time. Because of whatever reason. However, he was our mayor for quite some time.
He was
voted in.
Yep.
Quite a few times. So.
Oh, how many times? Two.
Only 2 times?
Yeah.
He only did 2 terms?
I think they do 2 terms, 8 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
feel like he was around for a lot longer than that.
Right before him who else was that before him? Who was the mayor before him? It was,
I don't know.
It was Janie. No, Janie was after.
I'm waiting to see LaWanda or Janet answer that question because I don't know them. I don't know. I can't remember a time when Martin Walsh was not the... Oh, man, Menino.
No.
Uh-huh. It was.
It was him right before Marty?
Yeah. I don't know. That the record did the exact thing that has to...
Interesting.
I think it was Menino before Marty.
He was 2 terms because he left midterm for the Fed position. Oh, it was Menino. Really? Menino wasn't that long ago?
Yeah.
I feel like he was here such a long time ago. Like he's like a legend in the game.
No.
But Menino was mayor for like 22 years, right?
So that must be what it was.
Wow. Boston schools closed Friday in frigid cold, superintendent says. Now, yesterday I was like, this is some real P-A-S. Boom, boom, a doo-doo.
Because I was like...
Boom, boom, a doo-doo. Because back in my day, they didn't cancel school because it was cold outside.
Yeah.
We live in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It's always cold outside. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why the children not in school. It's not like they going to school outside.
Right.
They going to school. They in the schoolhouse.
It's too cold for them to be in school.
Yeah. And if the ones that are too cold to walk, the walkers, because I know that there are walkers, get them a little Uber or something like that. But I don't understand why we cancel school because it's cold outside.
Yeah. I don't either, because we were talking about that yesterday with even I was talking with Maya about that yesterday, and Maya's like, I remember going to school when it was like 17 degrees one day, like we was in the schooling. Mm-hmm. So I don't understand what this whole thing is, and then babies don't care.
They don't care. The babies don't even feel cold. Every day CK come home with no goddamn coat on.
Yeah.
It can't be COVID.
Yeah.
Because prior to COVID, we had flu. RSV ain't new.
No.
We had all of these things. So I get it. We want to do the best for our children, but I don't think doing the best for our children means keeping them home all day in front of YouTube and the TV because parents are still working.
It's making them soft.
Yeah, because we don't even get no leeway to the job system because it's cold.
Yep.
So the children are staying home, and most of these parents are still at work, and these kids are at home all day eating up all the damn cereal, Capri Suns, and watching all the foolish TV. It's ridiculous.
That one was spread out across my bed just now.
Some of them do wait at the bus stop, but maybe they should just have a winter advisory in place where the time that your bus is supposed to come, you get a text message or something like that. Make the bus driver text its children and say I'm outside. When we're the change up like this, people get sick if the kids go to school. They could spread the COVID. All of these kids walk and take public transit, and most take the T. They didn't close. See, they didn't kill Cambridge or Brockton or Randolph.
Yep.
This new superintendent and Michelle are softies. They didn't have to walk these walks during winter. We did.
Right.
And my 19-year-old was telling the younger ones back in the day, she had to troop it. There was no day off. See, I get it. I get it for the snow. I get it for safety reasons and stuff. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, when there's a blizzard, the kids go outside and they do all kind of snowboarding and all kind of stuff like that. And we're not concerned about them being at the bus stop for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I can agree with the no class because of school in New England.
Yeah,
because
last night when I was
that's a lie, Chris. Stop it.
When I was in Walmart and I said, I was like, oh, because there's no school tomorrow. Some of the parents were like, no school tomorrow, and I was like, oh, for Boston. They were like, oh.
Yeah, that doesn't make. There is definitely heat in the school.
Yeah.
CK comes home literally every day with no shirt on because he's like, it's hot in school. So that's not a thing. That's not a thing at all.
Yeah.
There's a lot of heat in school. They might not have good ventilation, but they definitely got heat in the schools.
Yeah.
And if they worried about the heat, keep the heat on from the day before or throughout the night like all the other school districts did and send the children to school.
Why is there no heat in the school?
I don't know why Chris said there's no heat in the school. I never heard that there was no heat in the school.
Yeah, there got to be heat in the school because there's heat in the school every other day.
Exactly.
The crazy part about this whole weather thing that's happening now, though, is that on Sunday we're going to be back in the 40s.
Yeah, and then they're going to probably cancel school because it was too much of a degree hike.
Yeah. That's LaWanda said, real talk, the meteorologists amped up. They
They
really
did.
They
Oh
did.
my God, it's going to be below frigid. And I was telling Pastor Troy this morning, remember we went to Unity in 8 degrees?
I was telling Auntie Brenda them last night, and I think one of our friends had on shorts with her legs out in like 8 degrees.
It was 8 degrees.
And I was talking about how, remember that time we went to the club and then we went to the after party in the blizzard?
Yes, and we got hit up by the snow truck. Yes.
The salt truck was hitting us
And I'm
with the
not
pellets.
saying that we don't care about the kids, but
Yeah.
I am saying that this is some bullshit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it sucks.
It is. The children should be in school because what CK is doing all day is madness. Madness.
No.
Chris said, I just said that so the kids don't have to go to school. We want the children to go to school. Y'all were committed. We were.
Definitely.
Yeah, Unity was.
We are fetters.
Unity was the best.
That's when Unity really was something that we felt like we could not miss on a Saturday night. Oh.
And Dee Dee, frostbite in 5 minutes. And like you said, the little ones don't wear their coats. Yes, but let's also understand that the cold weather is not supposed to hit till the evening. So by the time they came out from school, if they got their little ass frostbite, they should put the coat on. Yeah, that's the consequences for your actions. Consequences.
That's what life's about.
Let's move on from my rant. So yes, today is a cold emergency, activates warming centers. So if you want to stay warm, there's a money warming centers that you guys could go into, and that's going to be nice. This bill, have you guys been hearing about this? A mass bill could cut prison time for organ donations. An advocate is calling the measure unethical and depraved.
What is this about? No, tell me about, because I
So-
couldn't get it from the headline.
So let me see.
A mass bill would cut prison
Yes.
time for organ donations. So if they decide to donate their organs, they would give them less time?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Newly proposed legislation would allow incarcerated people in Massachusetts to trade one precious commodity, donated organs, for another, time. Under HD 3822, a bill filed in the State House last month, incarcerated individuals could shave 2 months to 1 year off their prison sentence in exchange for bone marrow and organ donations.
So what the frick does that mean?
State Rep Carlos Gonzalez, one of the legislators behind the bill, told Boston.com in an email that he was
Carlos Gonzalez? That's not his name.
Poor Carlos. State Rep Carlos Gonzalez, one of the legislators behind the bill, told Boston.com in an email that he was inspired in part by a close friend who requires dialysis 3 times or 4 times a week while he waits a kidney transplant. He is a father of 3 children and is in stage 4 kidney failure. Gonzalez said, I love my friend and I'm praying through his legislation that we can extend the chances of life for him and any other person in a similar life or death situation. Gonzalez, a Springfield Democrat, noted that a number of comorbidities put people of color at risk for organ failure, pointing to higher risk of diabetes and heart disease among Hispanic and Black populations, and higher rates of chronic liver disease among Hispanic people, broadening the pool of potential donors. The bill would establish a bone marrow and organ donation program within the Massachusetts Department of Corrections to be administered by the committee that would include in its ranks I don't know what that all means. A donation specialist and an advocate for incarcerated individuals' rights. Benefiting institutions would bear donation-related costs, and the Department of Correction would profit from donations. It feels like a way to kill people.
It does, but you know what? That's long been a rumor about. I remember when I first got my license, and they give you a little organ donor sticker to put on the back of your license. That's what they were giving you stickers back then. I don't know if they're still doing that. And somebody, or there was a rumor at the time, like, don't put that sticker on because then they'll kill you quicker or something like that, so that they can get your organs.
Yeah, so, I remember that.
Yeah, that's really weird to hear. I think this comment up here at the very top of the article kind of represents how I feel, because it says, to incentivize the selling of your body parts in exchange for the most precious commodity in the world was just so appalling. And I think that for me, it is appalling. So they want you to say, like, I will donate my heart after I die, or do they want you to, like, donate your liver right now?
Because some things you can donate while alive.
Right.
So, like, your kidney.
Yeah.
So if I have a match in kidney.
Yeah.
I could be like, oh, maybe they give them the donor list and be like, oh, these are all the things that we need. And I'd be like, oh, I'm serving 12 years. I could come out in 11 if I donate the extra kidney that I don't technically need.
Yeah, but what if you be like, I'm serving 12 years. If I give them a little bone marrow, I can come out in 11 months and 9 months.
Yeah.
11 years and 9 months. That doesn't make any
sense, because I heard that bone marrow donation is painful. Yeah,
painful.
So I don't know. I don't like that. I don't think that you should incentivize cutting open your body and giving it to people for a year off.
I don't like it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's very unweird.
Not cool.
I mean, yeah. There's another lady. Her name is Judith Garcia. She's from Chelsea. She's a Democrat who submitted the bill alongside Gonzalez. Did not respond to multiple requests for comments. However, she shared an infographic on Twitter, and it is. Let me see if I can find it. It is. She kind of points out. Let me see. What is it? There's currently no path to. Okay, here it is. Garcia's Guide to Legislation HD 3822. Fast facts. There is currently no path to organ or bone marrow donation for incarcerated folks in mass, even for relatives. Nearly 5,000 mass residents are currently awaiting organ transplants. Biological relatives are significantly likelier to be compatible donors than strangers. The bill's solution established a voluntary path to organ and bone marrow donation, restore bodily autonomy to incarcerated folks by providing opportunity to donate organs and bone. Oh, we want to give them rights by letting them be able to donate their bones and organs? We don't want to give them no other rights.
There's mad people in prison who like, I want to donate my bones and organs.
I can't believe they won't let me donate my kidney.
Yeah.
Free us.
Everybody always talks about the wrong kind of rights, and I don't appreciate that.
And they would be recognizing the incarcerated donor's decisions by offering a reduced sentence. That sounds icky.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Schneider says, what if you were put in prison for black market organ trafficking?
That sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah. Hey, girl, let me get your kidney. I'll get you 1 year off.
Come and visit you, sit across from you at the thing. Like, if you give me your kidney, I'll get you out of here 2 months earlier.
Yeah. Give it to me right now. I just feel like if I want to donate my organs to a family member, that I should be able to, but that shouldn't reduce my sentence.
Chris wants to know, how much do you think you get for a nipple?
What kind?
I don't know, but on that little prosthetic show that I watch on TLC,
they do prosthetic nipples.
They do prosthetic nipples. This girl lost her nipples due to breast cancer.
Yeah,
and they made
just
her,
a nipple.
Yeah, they made her a set of nipples.
Are they cute?
It was cute. Yeah.
What is a cute nipple?
One that don't look like a Tootsie Roll.
Not a long one.
Long.
A good
like a little cute one. It's
like a little button.
And it's got a little. And not a lot of areola.
I thought men like a lot of areola.
I don't know.
Do men? What kind of breasts do you like?
I don't know how we got from organ donation to a raisinette. A raisinette might be cute, Janet. Or maybe it's like cute, like a little button. Like I'd be like, you're cute as a button.
Yeah.
Like a little.
It wouldn't be like this though. Like the top of this. It'd be like a.
Why that would be so flat and terrible?
Flat nipples. I don't know. I'm
Big
sorry.
nipples with a small brown patch.
It's see, Chris said big areolas. It's Friday. It's Freaky Friday. It's Fantastic Friday. Where's Mike Nice? It is wild out because we sick. See?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Big
What?
nipples, small brown patch. It's not called patch. It's called an areola.
He's so incorrect politically. A small brown patch. Do
What is it? A Band-Aid?
your nipples got a little braille around them?
Yeah. That's because you read them.
Yeah, like this. Like this. Tune in Tokyo. Tune in Tokyo. What movie was that? Tune in Tokyo. Tune in Tokyo. Like that. Areola. A-R-E-O-L-A. Areola. That's how you spell it, Pastor Troy. With a little bit of fupa. Fupa is just with an F, Chris. You don't have to get fancy with this.
What is it? Fat?
Fupa.
Pretty hot and oopa?
Pretty hot and oopa. Oh, because every time he comments, I'm like, why am I seeing Jess? But I wasn't seeing his face, but that's Jess hugging him. Oh.
That's a cute picture. They are cute.
They are cute. They had a little date night last night. Shout out to y'all.
Where'd y'all go?
They did. I didn't know.
Where'd they go?
I don't know.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Now back to the news.
Let's go. Tom Brady announces his retirement. We know that for good.
But follow up to that
Yes,
story. Robert Kraft, my man,
Yep.
tells CNN that he wants Brady to sign a one-day contract to retire as a New England Patriot.
Let's go, Kraft.
I'm going to sue him because he got that idea from me.
He didn't.
He did.
It wasn't you.
I've said it. That's all I've said.
That's all everybody said.
It's me who said it the most.
Fine.
I said it most.
You can have that.
I said it more than
Let
everybody.
Let me not try to take your intellectual property,
Don't
your
take
IP.
my NFT. Robert Kraft tells CNN he wants Tom Brady to sign a one-day contract and retire as a New England Patriot. Do you think he would? Come on, appease the little old man. Mommy said, Auntie Brenda said, Robert Kraft don't got long to go. He should do it.
He looks bad, don't he?
He just got married though.
I know, but
So,
he looks
he's
very
in honeymoon.
old.
He's doing it a lot, probably.
Oh yeah, because he likes to do it.
He likes to do it. Not only do I want it, our fans are clamoring for it. Kraft said to us, he is and always has been and always will be a Patriot. We will do everything in our power to bring him back, have him sign off as a Patriot, and find ways to honor him for many years to come. Brady announced his retirement from the NFL on Wednesday. Of his record 7 Super Bowl wins, 6 came with the New England Patriots, another with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kraft shared a story of Brady, selected at number 199 overall in the 2000 NFL Draft. 199, the GOAT. The GOAT. When the young quarterback introduced himself near the end of training camp, the owners who now tell CNN Brady should have been the top pick in that year instead of going into the 6th round, said the future 7-time Super Bowl winner told him, I'm the best decision your franchise has ever made.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Janet is completely against it.
Get out of here, Janet.
Yeah. Janet's nope. Against it. F Brady. Brady snubbed us. See, Janet's the type of thing you mess with her once and she not gonna forgive you.
That's typical Scorpio behavior. What Janet is talking about right there.
And then LaWanda with the back. Nah, Brady owes that to New England. We made him who he is,
Thank
and
you.
I agree.
Thank you.
I 100% agree.
And I think that Super Bowl that he won with the Buccaneers is only because the other team was intimidated by the fact that he was a 6-time New England Patriots Super Bowl winner. So that's the only reason why.
He should, but now that because he wasn't retiring before Janet. He was only retiring.
Right.
You know, you
retiring.
play. He was doing retiring for play. But then he realized that play cost him his wife and his life.
Yes.
So then he's like, okay, I'll quit.
Yep.
So he should just quit. He don't even got to play a whole year. Just sign for a year.
Yes.
Play 1 game.
One day. That's what Rob Kraft said, right?
And then
Sign
he'd
a
be
one-day
good.
contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
1-day
nice.
contract. Do you know how much do you think they'll give him for that one day?
$22 million.
22.
How much did
million.
Beyonce get for that one performance?
22 million.
Yes.
I think it was. Speaking
So-
of Beyonce, I saw you on the liked a post yesterday that I was reading this morning. I was up from 4:30 until
I
6:30
saw
this
that because you
morning.
sent the text at like 5:40.
Yeah, I was up until 4:30 until like 7 o'clock this morning. I don't know what that's about.
That's terrible.
I know, it's awful. I should have smoked. So the girl sacrificed in line of Tom Brady, which you just said, told her boyfriend she wanted Beyonce tickets. And he was like,
yes.
And he was like, no, we're not spending $600 for tickets to see Beyonce when we just decided that we were going to be saving money for a house. And she was like, no, I want to go to see the tickets. I know that we've been saving money for the house, but I've contributed some money to that house fund or whatever.
Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna get it for you.
Oh yeah, get it.
I'm gonna get it. What's your name?
My name's Tony.
Tony.
Yes.
Tony
Miss
Johnson.
Tony B. Knowin.
Miss Tony B. Knowin. Because I have a couple of Beehive friends.
Yes.
And I sent that to her. Because I was like, look at y'all gonna lose y'all whole life for Beyonce. Beyonce got a house. She don't.
So y'all give comments on this throughout the thing. We're gonna continue to do our format, but I just had to read this. So she sends him a text message. She says, "Babe," and he says, "Yeah, babe, I love you and I love you too." And she responds, "I love you too. What's going on?" He responds. She says, "Babe, I really want to go to the Bae concert. It's in July and pre-sale for tickets is $216. You don't have to give me a V-Day gift or a B-Day gift. I just want to see Beyonce, please." And he says, "Come on now. We agreed not to spend any money on entertainment until we save enough for our house. We've been saving for 10 months. Can't do it, babe. Sorry." And she says, "I'm begging you." She doesn't do concerts often. This is a once in a lifetime thing. This would really make me happy, please. And he says, "You told me last year an engagement would really make you happy, and I did that. Then you said a house would really make you happy, and we made a deal not to waste any money on stuff like that. Her tickets start at $600 for nosebleed without taxes and fees. We can't do it. Once we get this house, we can have fun. Stay focused, babe." And she says, "So it's a no. When the tickets go on sale, they won't last long. She will be sold out in hours. I'm begging, and you're still saying no?" And he said, "No. Stay on the course, babe. We will talk about this later. I love you. Wait, some of that money is mine, though. I know that I gave you at least $1,000 towards the house fund. Please give me my money back, and I'll pay it back later." And he says, "Are you effing serious? Tell me you're joking." And she says, "I'm very serious. When can I pick up the money?" He says, "So you're telling me Beyonce is more important than our dream house we've been saving 10 months for? You contributed $710 to the fund, and the rest is all me, and you promised to be responsible." And she said, "Well, I want my money." And he said, "Well, come and pick it up. The engagement is off, and I need a break." And she said, "Wait, so you're breaking up with me for asking for my money? Fine. Text me when I can pick it up. Bye."
Yeah.
Give us y'all's opinions on that in the comments. Think about it. Don't just throw anything out there.
And we'll bring it back at the end so we can talk about it, because it was very interesting.
The comment section had me like,
Yeah, like it's very. My brain had me like,
yeah, like
I don't know.
Yeah, it was it was a lot.
7-10 over 10 months. How long you think it took her to give?
Exactly.
We'll come back to those, because that's gonna be our late breakfast question for today. Just giving you a little snippet. But think about that. If you had to choose between being disciplined and saving for your dream home, or taking a little off the top to go see Beyonce, and there was a big conflict, what would you do?
What would you do? WWYD.
Look, August is like, let her have we'll get back to it.
There's the warming centers are open this weekend for the cold, the big cold that's coming. If you need to find a list of the warming centers, hit up mass.gov, and they have a list there if you need to give that information to anybody. Go ahead.
For those of you guys that are easily influenced, do not try dental do-it-yourself hacks from social media.
What is that?
What are they? A TikTok shows a woman working on her teeth saying, "I'm actually adding on to my actual tooth because my teeth are too short." Dr. Kamisha Matthews at University Dental Group has seen plenty of videos like this before. Do-it-yourself dental TikToks like this one are going viral. From using a nail file or sandpaper to shave down teeth, to using office supply, rubber bands to close gaps, and even a spoon to remove your own braces.
What the hell are you talking about?
People, social media is ruining our brain cells as a people in general, and it's terrible.
How do you use a rubber band to close your gap? Can't you just feel that in your tooth?
She's going to have problems. The woman, dental TikToks like this one are going viral, and the woman used some dental cement and an airing to close the gaps in her teeth. She's going to have problems flossing. She's going to have problems around her gums. She's going to have problems with her functions, Matthew says. Matthew says there's There are so-called dental hacks are dangerous and don't take anatomy into account. Your gum health has to be on point. You have to have proper bone. The roots of your teeth have to look a certain way. When you have people moving teeth at a certain rate, we don't know they're just randomly doing that, and it's scary. Your teeth can become mobile during that. Loose teeth, more pain, and depending on how far that goes, you may lose your teeth. I don't understand what the children are doing.
Is it children? I think it's grown-ass people doing
Grown-ass people.
That's awful.
As for people turning to these hacks to save money, Matthew says attempting to alter your teeth yourself may not only cause permanent damage, but could cost you hundreds more than you bargained for in the long run.
Yeah.
It's and it's influencing, because one person does it, you think that they did a good job, or maybe you're trying to joke about it and you end up playing with it. And we see that with all of these different challenges and stuff. Ooh, let me see if I can pour alcohol in my body and then light it on fire while I'm in the shower. It shouldn't be too bad because I can turn on the water. Now you have third-degree burns all over your, first-degree burns all over your body.
And lost all your hair and your eyebrows.
Exactly. I don't understand. She says the best advice, if you have a question about your smile, ask a professional before trying something you could cause lasting damages to. Mm-hmm. And that's true.
Yeah, very true.
That's true.
In line with that, because we're toggling between the two days of news, Massachusetts. No. Where is that story? So the story from yesterday, Somerville is plan to cancel residents' medical debt. Ooh, that's nice.
That's good, right?
Yeah, it's good, but it's. I mean, I don't know. For some people, it doesn't matter because it's not like medical debt ends up on your cost report. What's the thing called? Credit report. I think medical don't come up on your credit report, right?
Oh, no. They used to. I think that they're off now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it says thousands of people in Somerville, Massachusetts could have millions of dollars in medical debt paid off if the city chooses to move forward with the proposal to buy their debt. Oh no, doesn't that mean that they still gonna owe the city now?
So the city is buying their debt?
Yeah, because that's what collections agencies do. They buy your debt.
And then they come in.
Yeah. So an ordinance proposed by City Councilor Willie Burnley Jr. would allocate $200,000 of American Rescue Plan Act funds towards a partnership with RIP Medical Debt, a national nonprofit that would purchase the medical debt of approximately 5,000 low-income households. The average medical debt per Massachusetts resident is over $900. He estimates this could wipe out more than $4 million in debt. The numbers ain't adding up to me. What surprised me most about this is how cheap it is, quite frankly, to acquire medical debt and how easy it is to relieve it. Working with RIP Medical Debt, they say that for every dollar of money they have, they can relieve $100 worth of medical debt. We buy directly from the hospitals as well as from the secondary market, and we are able to leverage that kind of return on investment because, unfortunately, medical debt is really cheap. We get our hands on this debt, unlike for-profit debt buyers, because we're charitable and mission-driven, and we get rid of the debt. This kind of initiative gives Virginia Faust hope. She says, in 2021, I experienced a mental crisis and I went to the emergency room. She accrued a lot of debt, and I think it was $10,000.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a medical debt be a lot.
Yeah. She says
Man.
It's an incredibly bold step for our city to be taking, but it's not enough. I mean, it sounds like they're still going to have medical bills, but they're going to erase a lot of it. So
some is better than none.
Right.
So
yeah. Well, I mean, but none is better than.
No, I'm saying getting some taken away is better than none taken away.
Definitely, I agree with that. Also, Boston police are searching for a missing 12-year-old.
He was found.
Oh, he was found.
Yeah.
Thank God. And do you have anything else for local?
That's it for our local. Go ahead.
MBTA is cancels their Saturday shutdown to the orange and green line.
So where they were supposed to shut down and they canceled the shutdown?
They canceled the shutdown, yes. But Sunday disruptions are still scheduled. So
that makes sense because tomorrow's supposed to be really cold anyway, so they might as well let them buses run.
That's true.
People don't want to be outside.
True that.
If the children ain't got to go to school, I got to go on the bus.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the morning.
Broadcasting live worldwide. This is Spark FM. 2023 is the 50th anniversary of our beloved hip-hop. February is Black History Month. Join Spark FM as we tour our favorite black-owned hotspot in VIP style. Saturday, February 18, 2023. Spark FM Online presents Bars, Volume 1. Boston Black Bard Restaurant Tour. Featuring Caesarea, Top Mix, Suya Joint, Fort Hill Grill in District 7. Appetizers, drink specials, spit your bars, network event, and giveaways. 21 and up with proper ID, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For more info, go to sparkbarcrawl.eventbrite.com. It's the Bars Volume 1 Boston Black Bar and Restaurant Tour.
Hi, it's Tori DeVito. In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic. Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs. Whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
The Boston Public Schools are your child's foundation for success. There are countless opportunities for enrichment, education, and real-world skills. Whether you're looking for pre-kindergarten or high school, Boston Public Schools provide a quality education to prepare your child for college, career, and life. Register between January 4th to February 3rd for kindergarten, 6th, 7th, and 9th grade. Visit www.bostonpublicschools.org/register to explore your options today. That's www.bostonpublicschools.org/register to learn more.
Hi, Rosa. How are the kids?
Good. But I have a question about the COVID vaccine. Kids who had COVID have immunity, right?
True. They have some immunity, but also true, vaccines strengthen that immunity.
But how do you know if it's safe? The vaccine was developed so fast.
True. It was fast. Also true, scientists had a head start. They've been studying similar viruses for years. Have questions about kids and the COVID vaccine? Know the facts. Find the truth. Visit boston.gov/COVIDvac.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Yo, Sugar Man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
All right, we are back. And if you're just joining us some more, make sure that you guys are giving it a share. Tell people to tune in. It's the girls taking over today. I don't know where Tristan is.
Girls is players too.
Bop, bop. Gotta catch another flight.
Make me wanna bite.
Hey.
I just wanna have a good night.
Ho.
I just wanna have a good night.
Hold up.
If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
I don't know no more.
Oh, well, you're doing very good.
Thank you.
You're doing very
I'm gonna learn the
good.
rest. I'm gonna learn the rest.
It's time for our national and world news, and Miss Tony will be taking off from here on out.
Oh, Netflix password sharing crackdown details released. Don't y'all think that Netflix needs to just let it go?
Oh my God.
Let it go, Netflix.
Like Netflix is like that annoying little brother that just won't go away. Like just shut up.
Yeah, so they said that they plan to launch the paid sharing system more broadly in Q1. Now, I was reading comments about this yesterday. It really is stupid because now we know that, like, when you're traveling, you can go and you can log into your Netflix when you travel.
In your hotel room.
In your hotel room. Mm-hmm. You can, there's parents who are paying for their college kids' Netflix account or whatever, sharing Netflix. So now you want people to pay for all of that. Netflix is going to lose so many more customers because of this, because honestly, we don't need Netflix no more. We got Peacock, Paramount, MGM, HBO. Don't forget Tubi with all the good movies.
BET Plus,
HBO Max.
What is the one that Tristan watched? We can see everything for free.
Tiny Screen,
Tiny Toons,
Tiny Grown,
Tiny Zone.
Yep. All of those things. Netflix is gonna lose a lot, and Netflix content isn't that amazing anymore.
Nope. You have to leave Netflix for a little bit.
Yep.
Watch all the rest of them, and then when you really on your last, then you go back to Netflix to find something to just stream while you're in the background playing something. Yeah. But Netflix needs to, I don't know what they need to do, but this ain't it.
Hulu, because Hulu's lit.
Oh, Hulu is lit.
I love Hulu. Additional information about Netflix efforts to restrict members from sharing passwords outside their households has come to light. The Sharing Your Netflix Account pages on the streaming giant's help center for Costa Rica, Chile, and Peru on Wednesday said anyone in your household, those who live with you at your primary location, can use a Netflix account. Right, so what if I go to spend a night at my boyfriend's house and I put on my Netflix?
Exactly.
That don't mean that I live at my boyfriend's house. It means I spend the night.
Exactly.
Those who aren't part of what Netflix considers a household will have to get their own account.
How the hell are you supposed to tell me who lives in my house?
Exactly.
Though? You don't know?
You don't know my life. Or the owner of the account that outsiders have been using can add them as an extra member, according to the webpage.
But I don't want to pay for them to be the extra friggin' member.
Exactly. That cost, and that leads into the next story that we're going to read. President Biden's trying to do something about all this foolishness. The cost of adding an extra member to an account with a standard or premium plan is less than the price of the Netflix basic plan. The Help Center page is for the 3 countries the additional monthly fee will be charged to the person whose account the extra member gets added to. When someone signs into your account from a device that is not part of your primary location, or if your account is accessed persistently from another location, that device may be blocked from watching Netflix.
So I get that one. So if I'm watching Netflix, technically you can watch, because we share. Mm-hmm. Technically you can watch at your house. So I guess if they're seeing that both of us but that doesn't make any sense either. Right. Because if that could be my second house.
Exactly.
That's just where maybe they don't want to watch. No, because what if my husband is home watching TV and we have 2 homes and we share one Netflix password? How are you supposed to tell me that we not doing it?
That's all of the other bills. Well, you're gonna have to add them as an extra member.
Okay, and do I have to pay for them?
Yeah,
that's bull crap.
Yeah. It says to detect devices linked to the primary location of an account, the company said it utilizes IP addresses, and device IDs, and account activity. Who authorized them to use it?
Yeah.
I didn't sign that. Associating a device with a primary location involves connection to the Wi-Fi at your primary location, opening the Netflix app or website, and watching something at least once every 31 days. Those so-called trusted devices allow other users to stream content on Netflix when not at a primary location. So what if I put Netflix on my iPad, right?
Yes.
I put the Netflix on my iPad and I travel for work, and I'm out of work for 2 months. Mm-hmm. I can't watch the Netflix. You gonna cut it off? I have to pay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Doing the most.
I have it on my iPad.
Yeah.
Because I got it on everything.
Yeah, me too. My phone,
literally,
my iPad, everything.
Yes, that doesn't make any sense. But Netflix will keep effing around.
Yeah, frick Netflix. Tired of them. The story that I was telling you about though is President Biden is sorry. Biden proposes junk fee bill to cut hidden fees for credit cards and concert tickets. I think it was more than that, though. He was just saying there shouldn't be like fees and extra fees for you to sit next to your child on the plane.
Yeah.
There should be, all these extra fees that they have. So
and same thing with like Ticketmaster and all them things. You gotta just come to the pickup fee.
Yeah.
Park your car fee.
Yep.
House your car.
Convenience fee.
It's not
convenience for me to pay you this fee.
It's not.
It's not
convenient
like you're
at all.
just doing it for me. I still got to do all the work. I got to go onto the website. I got to pick my seat. I got to pay for it. What's convenient? Nothing. President Joe Biden announced new progress Wednesday on his administration's competition agenda, specifically taking aim at junk fees while calling on Congress to pass legislation targeting hidden fees across multiple industries. These costs can drain hundreds of dollars a year from your pocket of hardworking American families, especially folks who are already struggling to make ends meet.
Yes.
But not anymore after today, Biden said.
After today, did he get that passed before he's making that big claim?
Well, no.
All right, Biden.
The proposed legislation is in partnership with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, called the Junk Fee Protection Act, could target 4 types of excessive fees: excessive online concert, sporting event, and entertainment ticket fees, airline fees for families sitting together on flights, exorbitant early termination fees for TV, phone, and internet services, and surprise resort and destination fees, which I really, really hate.
Yes, when you go to Miami.
Miami is one of them. New York. I was looking into hotels for New York. There were a few that charged resort fees.
There's not a where is the resort?
Exactly. Y'all ain't even got a pool.
Yeah, exactly. In Miami, when you go there, is the cocktail fee, associate fee, cleaning fee. Why?
Right.
Why didn't you just put that all in the price one time?
Yeah. He says today's rule proposes cut those fees from $31 on average to $8. He added that change is expected to save tens of millions of dollars for Americans, roughly $9 billion a year in total savings. I would like for him to do that because I would like to book a hotel in Miami without resort fees. That's very nice. President Joe Biden, he's innovative, if nothing else.
He's ambitious.
He's ambitious.
He's ambitious.
Ambitious he is. A Tennessee bill would imprison people for 3 years if they lie about rape to get an abortion. That is quite interesting. I just saw a big FUCK across my screen. What do you think that was?
What's that?
I don't know.
Somebody hacked into your computer?
It went along with this story.
Really? Let me go to it. I did it. I seen it. It's right here. What the F? Seriously, what the F? A Tennessee bill would imprison people. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Republican lawmakers in Tennessee introduced a bill this week that would add a rape exception to the state's near total abortion ban, with the caveat that those who lie about being raped to access abortion care could be sentenced to up to 3 years in prison. The bill, which Jessica Valenti first surfaced in her Abortion News newsletter on Tuesday, would also require rape victims who do not receive abortion care, which they can only get after an invasive forensic exam, to preserve and submit a sample of the embryonic or fetal tissue extracted during their abortion to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation.
What the hell are you reading?
For investigation into the offense.
What the hell did you just say?
What did I say?
What the hell did you read?
What did I say? What did I read? What did I say?
Being raped to access abortion care would be sentenced to up to 3 years in prison. The bill would just what?
It requires rape victims who do receive abortion care to preserve and submit a sample of the abortion
of the embryonic and fetal tissue extracted during the abortion.
They have to submit it to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation for investigation into the offense.
Oh, wow.
So not only do you have to go through a rape kit, but then after they decide that you can get the abortion, then you have to save a piece of the abortion to submit to be investigated to see if it was a rape.
What the hell again are you reading?
I
So after I say suppose I see that they're trying to rule out people that lie about rape, which is something that nobody should do. But I'm guessing that if I was 12 years old and I live in a state that doesn't allow abortions, and they have one caveat of being if you were raped, and I lie about rape in order to get my 12-year-old an abortion, not only does she need to get the abortion, but then after that, they got to take a piece of her dead fetus and submit it for an investigation to make sure that the person that raped her was the person that raped her? Okay, America.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Introduced by State Senator Farrell Hale and State Rep Iris Rutter, it refers to children...
Both
Republicans. It refers to children as young as 12 as women, specifying that child rape victims who are 12 or younger can get an abortion up to 10 weeks into their pregnancy, while children and adults who are 13 or older can have an abortion at up to 8 weeks.
These women children can have an abortion only up to 8 weeks.
If they were raped.
If they were raped, okay.
The measure essentially threatens rape survivors who are systematically believed with prison time for seeking health care. It also threatens them with criminal investigation into their fetal tissue, even if they are believed and get an abortion. So even if they believe you and say that you can get an abortion, you still have to submit your fetal tissue. I can't read any more of this.
Hale and Rudder proposed rape exception is designed to be unworkable, and Jaleisha Jackson, interim executive director of ARC Southwest, an abortion fund that serves several states, including Tennessee, imposes just another set of barriers. The healthcare system is already untenable for survivors. I don't even know what this is. Despite being presented as an act of compassion from anti-abortion lawmakers.
Compassion?
It's an act of compassion. Wow. The bill discourages rape victims from coming forward and possibly from seeking health care at all.
Exactly.
Who would stake 3 years of their life on the statistically low chance of being believed and supported by law enforcement. Fewer than 1% of rapes lead to felony convictions.
What's disturbing to me is that we read that they considered the 13-year-olds are women, but the 12-year-olds they also called women in the thing.
Yeah.
So isn't any time that a 12-year-old ends up pregnant, that's automatically a rape situation? I feel like even if it's another 12-year-old that got her pregnant.
That's good question. How
crazy.
does fetal tissue prove consent versus rape, including being drugged or extorted? Yeah, like what if I didn't know who it was that raped me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what?
It's just another round of violation for their autonomy within the healthcare system, within a police and judicial system that routinely hurts survivors. That's awful.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's awful. This is in Tennessee. And
this is happening in America in 2023.
Yeah.
Wow.
Utah's legislature introduced an abortion ban with a rape exception that requires victims seeking abortion to report their rape to police. This sort of caveat involving law enforcement for survivors to access abortion has become increasingly common in anti-abortion legislation, and it's especially jarring given that the overwhelming majority of rapes aren't reported. That's down in Utah.
They said in 2019, a woman was jailed for fetal homicide when she miscarried after she was shot. What? What did I read? 2019, a woman was jailed for fetal homicide when she miscarried after she was shot.
After she was shot.
After she was shot. What?
What? What do you mean? A 10-year-old rape victim from Ohio was forced to travel to Indiana for abortion due to Ohio's virtually exceptionless ban. So Ohio is like, no matter what, you can't have no abortion. So she was forced to travel to Indiana and probably had to face criminal.
Listen to this. This was in 2019. An Alabama woman who lost her fetus after she was shot in the stomach was indicted on manslaughter charges after a grand jury deemed her responsible for allegedly starting the altercation that led to the shooting. Wow.
What are you talking about? What is that? What is
wow.
happening?
Marsha Jones, 27, will file a motion on Monday aiming to get the charges dismissed, calling the indictment an unprecedented, inappropriate charge that is not permitted under the law in Alabama. They charged, Jones was 5 months pregnant in December of 2018 when Jamison allegedly shot her in the stomach outside a store in Birmingham. Police initially charged Jamison, then switched the blame to Jones when they alleged she started the altercation. At the time of the shooting, Pleasant Grove Police Lieutenant Danny Reed said the only true victim in this was the unborn baby, arguing that when a 5-month pregnant woman initiates a fight and attacks another person, I believe some responsibility lies with her as to any injury to the unborn baby. But the fight didn't cause the unborn baby to die.
The
shot in the stomach caused it. So like, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I am so glad that I'm past childbearing age.
She could have faced 20 years in prison.
I couldn't handle anybody policing my uterus. I really, really can't. This is crazy. This is madness.
Wow. The district attorney that handled the case that week that she would respect the grand jury's decision to indict Jones, but that a district attorney, I have the discretion and power to do what I please. She also addressed some of the criticism lobbed at her office following the indictment. For those of you who have called my office and disrupted, cursed, disrespected because I was not present, I was not in the state. Shame, shame on you, she added. But I took an oath to serve. I'm a black woman and black skin, so don't tell me how I don't appreciate the sensitivity of women and the rights of women. Well, you don't.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's the crazy.
Schneider says an NRA states the gun is never to blame. And Mike Nice says the deep South is a whole nother world. Yes, it is.
Wow.
It is. And you're right, Mike Nice. That's having to submit more of this tissue and all of this. That's more trauma.
Yeah.
That's awful.
That's craziness. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll move on from that.
I don't know what she's saying. More news.
White House.
The White House is still trying to reunite 1,000 kids separated under Trump's policy, which is crazy. I didn't know that was. So where are these kids? They're still.
I think they're still in the detention centers.
They had them. That's the kids that they had in like the cages, right?
Yeah.
So the Biden administration has reunited more than 600 migrant children with their families, but there's still over 1,000 that are still out there. Separated under Donald Trump's zero-tolerance immigration policy at the southern U.S. border. The Department of Homeland Security said that nearly 1,000 children still need to be reunited with their relatives, the second anniversary of the task force created to help with the reunifications. Many of these kids are Central American migrants who were separated from their parents at the border and placed in detention centers. The effort was part of the Trump administration's hardline approach to immigration, meant to deter millions of migrants from seeking asylum in the U.S. during his tenure in the White House. The policy was lambasted as cruel and inhumane by critics, and it has taken years for government officials to reconnect relatives and their young children.
No,
that's I can't believe that's over 1,000.
Yeah.
Still, they've reunited 600.
That's
and over
it?
1,000 are still.
That's crazy.
Still out there. This is weird news here. Democratic-backed Connecticut bill would ban the Latinx term. And Sauce just schooled me on what Latinx was because I wasn't sure what it is. So she said that the O or the A at the end of Latin, so Latino or Latina, made it specific to men or women. So they took that out and they put the X. And I said, what the F are you talking about? Because are you kidding me? This is what's happening? So yes, a group of Hispanic lawmakers in Connecticut has proposed that the state follow Arkansas' lead and ban the term Latinx from official government documents, calling it offensive to Spanish speakers. The word is used as a gender-neutral alternative to Latino and Latina, and is helpful in supporting people who do not identify as either male or female, according to the word's backers.
Woke law.
I can't deal with the
See, that's the thing. Like, being woke is good because you want to educate yourself to many things and you want to have a diverse train of thought, right? But when you do foolishness like this, Latino and Latina, the Spanish people still, the Latin hair culture, everything they do is still male and female.
Right.
Like in everything.
You'd have to change the whole language.
You literally have to.
Yeah.
They really go by feminine and we know because we're doing Duolingo.
Right.
And if you mess up, you get the question wrong.
Yes. Yeah.
It don't have an option for Latinx.
Yeah. It says that Representative Geraldo Reyes of Waterbury, the bill's chief sponsor and one of the 5 Hispanic Democrats who put their names on the legislation, said Latinx is not a Spanish word, but is rather a woke term that is offensive to Connecticut's large Puerto Rican population. I'm of Puerto Rican descent and I find it offensive, he said. Last month, Arkansas banned government officials from using Latinx on formal documents as part of several orders issued by Republican Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders within hours of her taking office.
First of all, I didn't know that somebody actually voted her in to be a governor of a state. She's deplorable as hell.
Well, I think that she disconnected herself from Trump because she found that she was starting to be more and more deplorable.
Ugh.
You think?
I mean, with this, I don't know.
I don't know. Reyes says his motivations might be different from Sanders, but no, well, she did it. She did the same thing.
Oh, she did it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Reyes said his motivations might be different from Sanders, but he believes her decision was the right one. The League of United Latin American Citizens, the oldest Latino civil rights group in the U.S., announced in 2021 that it would no longer use the term Latinx. That's good. Yeah, I don't agree with.
Me either. I don't agree. Latinx should be the name of Marvel's Hispanic X-Man hero. Yeah. You stupid.
Schneider? Schneider or Chris?
Schneider.
Lord have. I agree with that.
Too much separation. It just goes on and on. We should ask someone who is LGBTQ. They want the X. I mean, I'm surprised that they haven't done that yet. No, but I think that's why there's so many letters, so that it could be very inclusive. But
This story that I had posted in our group yesterday about the congresswoman from New Jersey that was found shot to death outside of her home.
Yeah,
that's we don't know what happened there, but it's coming up here on the side.
Let's see. An Iowa care home fined after sending woman to funeral home who was still alive.
That's the WTF. I was saving that for last.
That's crazy.
But here's the story. But the New Jersey councilwoman shot to death outside of her home. This is a black woman. Her name is a New Jersey borough councilwoman was found shot to death in an SUV outside of her home in a quiet townhouse complex where police Thursday searched the area without making an arrest. Sayreville councilwoman Eunice Dwumfor, 30, was found around 7:20 p.m. She had been shot multiple times and died at the scene. Dwumfor, a Republican, was elected to her first 3 term in 2021 when she ousted a Democratic incumbent. Colleagues recalled her as a soft-spoken, devout Christian who would maintain her composure in contentious situations. Authorities have not said whether they believe the motive for the killing might be personal, political, or a random act. In 2021, she described herself as a proud graduate of the Newark Public Schools who earned a degree in women's studies at William Patterson University while working part-time as an EMT. That's crazy. That multiple times is a crime of passion, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's what they're saying. And going back to local news a little bit, the little 13-year-old boy that they're saying was targeted. As I'm reading more, I don't know if that was targeted.
Yeah.
That little boy don't look like, I'm not saying that you can tell what people look like, but that baby don't look like he was into trouble to get multiple gun shots to him.
He was very young looking.
He was very, very, and then again, we don't know, but I am just, in my heart, I don't feel like that was targeted.
Yeah. I don't feel it. It was either he was shot multiple times.
He was shot multiple times. Yeah, like multiple times.
Yeah.
I don't understand. We're gonna research more about that, but something ain't right.
Yeah.
Something ain't right. There's too much foul play being called, and I don't like that they didn't tell us why they thought it would be targeted.
Yeah.
And I don't like when you don't tell us why you say something so bold.
Yeah, and his parents and his family are very adamant that it was not targeted because they're like, it could not have been. Like, they could not, can't.
Yeah, you can't just say that a 13-year-old was targeted in a drive-by or something like that. I don't think you could just say that. There has to be some type of proof or some type of evidence that has suggested this.
Yeah.
Because and if there is, you need to tell us because he's 13.
Yeah. That's an awful story.
Yeah.
And I can't, every time I look at his picture, I'm like, this is a baby.
Yeah, he was still going down slides and stuff.
He looks like 12,
yeah.
not 13. You know what I mean? He doesn't look like a
teenager.
13-year-old man. He looks like a 12-year-old child or whatever, however Tennessee wants to call them. CDC advises against Esri Care eye drops as it investigates at least 55 infections and 1 death. So,
how do you die from eye drops?
Girl, I don't know. It must swell up your brain or something. I don't know. But it's Esri Care, which I've never seen or heard of.
I've never seen it.
Is it a...
This ain't Clear Eyes.
It's not, right?
Clear Eyes.
Or Zyzol with the owl. Be a wise owl with Zyzol.
I ain't never seen this. An Esri Care official tears.
Yeah.
Why would you buy that?
Artificial tears. It says U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is preventing healthcare providers and consumers is urging healthcare providers and consumers to stop using Esri Care artificial tears as it conducts an investigation into at least 55 inspections and 1 death. In 12 states, 12 different states. Damn, those boots are cute. that have led to instances of permanent vision loss, hospitalization, and 1 death. Most people with infections reported using at least one of the more than 10 brands of artificial tears, and the majority of these patients reported using Esri Care's products. These eye drops are preservative-free, meaning they don't have ingredients to prevent bacterial growth. The CDC says it received reports of infections of the cornea, intraocular fluids, respiratory tract, the respiratory tract?
From the eyes?
And the urinary tract.
And my urine?
And
from a few drops in my eye hole?
Yes, as well as sepsis.
What?
Yes, the bacteria in the open bottles could have come from contamination. Testing of the unopened bottles is ongoing. The greatest extent, they're testing to the greatest extent possible. They're made in India, and we understand that the same product is also marketed under other brand names.
That's terrible. Jenna says eye drops into the bloodstream faster if it's tainted. Bacteria get in and F everything. Damn. In nose and throat. All a ENT. And then, but how it get to my uterus? I mean to my urine tract.
Because it's in your bloodstream.
Oh, Father.
In the bloodstream.
Now I don't want to use
urinate.
That's why I only will use clear eyes.
Janet said swallow. Janet.
What you talking about, Janet?
Don't be fresh. Speaking of bands and meat, Congress recalls 2.6 million pounds of canned meat and poultry.
Is it corned beef? Because Pastor Troy won't survive if they got to recall the corned beef.
Because bully beef already costs $8 a can.
Man.
So, I went into Walmart yesterday to buy eggs. Mm-hmm. The cheapest eggs was $6 in Walmart.
$6 American?
$6. $5.98 or something still in this one.
USD?
Yes, the ones that I bought was $6.74.
Oh, wow.
In Walmart. Anyhow,
you got that good eggs.
Canned meat and poultry products, because of the package defect that have caused the food to get contaminated. The meat and poultry products recalled were produced between December 12th and January 13th, December 12th, 2022 and January 13th, 2023. The agency said the full list of products can be seen. Did you click on the full list of products? There's the little Vienna sausages is in there though.
Oh, that my baby loved those.
He does the chicken Vienna sausages.
But I don't think he get that kind. I think we get the white can. Oh. Put them in some noodles, boil them up. That boy is happy.
It looks like Vienna sausages, potted meat. What the fuck? What is potted meat?
Potted meat is Spam.
Oh, they got barbecue flavored Vienna sausages.
That's ugly.
Bourbon barbecue. Oh, jalapeno Vienna sausages. This can? No, that's Kroger.
This one.
Goya Vienna sausages.
Ay, Dios mío.
Yes, that one, the Goya. Prairie Belt smoked sausages. Potted meat. Somebody explain to me, what is potted meat?
Let me look at potted meat.
Hargis House Vienna sausages. Grace Kitchen Vienna sausages. Great value. That's the Walmart Vienna sausages. Oh, Lord, don't eat none of the Vienna sausages. Do people like Vienna sausage? I like a little bit. You know what's good instead of Vienna sausage? They got the little smokies. They little small. I'm going to make some of them myself.
Potted meat is a form of traditional food preservation in which hot cooked meat is placed in a pot, tightly packed to exclude air, and then covered with hot fat. As the fat cools, it hardens and forms an airtight seal, preventing some spoilage by airborne bacteria. Yeah, this corned beef.
It is, right?
Yeah, because it got the little
fat on the top of it.
That's freaking disgusting. I don't want to be knowing what is happening.
Me either, but I don't think it's corned beef. They didn't. Well, it was none of the corned beef because they didn't put Libby or Cornell or none of them that was there, so we could still eat it.
Yes.
And you know the corned beef that we have in the house right now, we've had for a long time because corned beef is expensive.
Corned beef is at $8 a can.
$8 a can. Don't try to buy the 3-pack.
Oh no,
that's a good $57.
I just feel like if you pick potted, like what are you making with potted meat? Is it a spread? Like what is it?
Twinkie? What is this Twinkies with potted meat inside of it?
Ew, what the hell is that?
Potted meat Twinkie?
Potted meat Twinkies. Potted meat golden sponge cake with creamy meat filling.
OMG.
Oh God.
Anyways, speaking of WTF news. An Iowa care home has been fined after sending a woman to a funeral home who was still alive. She was still alive. And I feel like that is something that happens often because we have two kinds of stories like that in our WTF news. The Io Care House, the 66-year-old patient was placed in a zipped body bag and taken to the funeral where workers found she was breathing and called 911.
Which, how come she didn't have no pulse? Like, what is it? She wasn't breathing. She was in a state of shock. What is
Who
it?
declared her dead?
Yeah. Y'all didn't have to do no checking.
They're going to fine the funeral. They're going to be fined $10,000 after a funeral home discovered the woman sent in the body bag was still alive. I think that both of the stories are the same. The woman whose name has not been released had early onset dementia, anxiety, and depression, and had been in hospice care since December 28th. She was placed in a zip body bag and taken to the Encanani funeral home and crematory, where workers found that she was still breathing. She was taken to Mercy West Lakes Hospital, where she was breathing but unresponsive. The woman was ultimately returned to hospice care, where she died on January 5th with her family by her side. Who died from being zipped up in that bag?
Yeah, that's crazy. Don't declare. Make sure I'm dead first. They didn't have to do nothing.
And a Glen Oak staff who worked a 12-hour shift was on the team caring for the woman, told investigators she force reported to the nurse practitioner early January 3rd that the woman was not breathing and had no pulse. The nurse practitioner who had cared for the woman throughout the night also was unable to find a pulse and said the woman was not breathing. She continued to assess the woman for about 5 minutes before determining that the woman had died. The woman was declared dead at 6:30 a.m., roughly 90 minutes after the staff member's first report. A funeral home employee and a second nurse practitioner who put the woman into the body bag in the funeral home vehicle about an hour later also found no signs of life.
So wait, did she die after they found her alive? Like, is she dead now or is she alive?
She's dead now.
So after they pronounced her dead, she came back alive and then she died again?
And then she died again.
How long after did she die again?
So this was, they first pronounced her dead on, what was the day? She was first pronounced dead on January 3rd. She didn't actually die until January 5th.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Yep, let's move on because I don't have good comments. Like, was she really back alive, or did she just have a little pulse or something like that? Like, could she come back alive and talk, or was she come back alive and she had to be on a machine for 2 more days?
No, she came back and they put her back on hospice care. She was admitted back to hospice
care.
Oh, so
she was eating and drinking for 2 days, and then she died again. Oh, wow.
Well, maybe she wasn't, but she was just on hospice. She still wasn't dead.
For the family, that's gotta suck, huh?
That's awful.
I lost her. I'm so sad. Oh, she's alive.
Oh, no.
Oh, damn. I lost her.
Yeah. So it says that the place has been fined $500 for failing to perform the required background check.
500?
Well, $500 for that, failing to perform background checks on employees. It found that 5 workers had not received the required training to work in a memory care facility, and then they're being fined $10,000 for saying that the lady was dead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Well, that's the national news.
Wow. That is some national news. If I ain't never said it before, that is some news right there, child. Because
we've got more. We've got more.
There's more coming up, so keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. This is Saucy and Friends, and we'll be right back in a few momentos.
All right.
Broadcasting live worldwide. This is
Spark FM. 2023 is the 50th anniversary of our beloved hip-hop. February is Black History Month. Join Spark FM as we tour our favorite black-owned hotspot in VIP style. Saturday, February 18, 2023. Spark FM Online presents Bars Volume 1. Boston Black Bard Restaurant Tour. Featuring Caesarea, Top Mix, Suya Joint, Fort Hill Grill in District 7. Appetizers, drink special, spit your bars, network event, and giveaways. 21 and up with proper ID, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For more info, go to sparkbarcrawl.eventbrite.com. It's the Bars Volume 1 Boston Black Bar and Restaurant Tour.
Hi, it's Tori DeVito. In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
The Boston Public Schools are your child's foundation for success. There are countless opportunities for enrichment, education, and real-world skills. Whether you're looking for pre-kindergarten or high school, Boston Public Schools provide a quality education to prepare your child for college, career, and life. Register between January 4th to February 3rd for kindergarten, 6th, 7th, and 9th grade. Visit www.bostonpublicschools.org/register to explore your options today. That's www.bostonpublicschools.org/register to learn more.
Hi, Rosa. How are the kids?
Good. But I have a question about the COVID vaccine. Kids who had COVID have immunity, right?
True. They have some immunity, but also true, vaccines strengthen that immunity.
But how do you know if it's safe? The vaccine was developed so fast.
True. It was fast. Also true, scientists had a head start. They've been studying similar viruses for years. Have questions about kids and the COVID vaccine? Know the facts. Find the truth. Visit boston.gov/COVIDvax.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Come on. Spark FM.
Yo, sugar man be ballin'. Leave chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Do 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 do. Baby, 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 man, baby, be a millionaire, baby, be a millionaire, be a millionaire, be a millionaire. Oh, where all our fancy design gone? What I missed?
What is it called? You know, CC.
Oh, my
Words.
Closed caption.
Yeah, you're close.
Oh.
Yes, up there. It's a bam, 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 bam.
Baby, baby, be a millionaire. Baby, baby, oh, bam, bam, bam. Oh, mommy, baby. Millionaire happy. Sorry, we're reading the closed captions because I don't know what I did.
That's funny.
Yes, so we are back, and that is funny. And
I'm so pale.
Are you?
I am.
Oh, look, I got it back. We're back in the sunshine in the morning. Look at me pressing things. Yeah.
Get it, girl.
Let's get it into our entertainment report. Miss Tony, go for it.
Hell, this is sad news, but it's an update to a story that we haven't given up on, and neither have the parents in this story. The bodies found in an apartment building believed to be those of 3 Michigan rappers missing almost 2 weeks. This is a sad story.
That's very terrible.
We reported on this the other day. We played a video by one of the mothers who said that I know he's dead. She admitted, I know that he's dead. I know that he's not okay. 3 bodies found Thursday in the Detroit area are believed to be those of 3 rappers who have been missing for almost 2 weeks. A spokesperson for the city of Highland Park said the bodies were found in Highland Park, roughly 6 miles northwest of Detroit. Highland Park spokesperson Lakeisha Brown said. Michigan State Police, who are leading the investigation into the bodies, have not confirmed their identities. The victims were found in an abandoned Highland Park apartment complex, they said Thursday evening. As of now, we haven't confirmed the identity of any of the victims inside or a manner of death, officials said. Please remember, all victims have families, and we don't have the luxury of guessing of their identity and then refracting it if we didn't get it right. Once information is confirmed, we will update. State police said a homicide task force, troopers and workers for their forensic lab were part of the investigation team at the complex. Forensic scientists from the state lab were making their way to the building and beginning to gather evidence, state police said Thursday evening. The building is in very poor condition and rat infested, which is slowing the process.
I wonder what was what the hell happened?
Child, I don't know, but this story, of course, is a developing story. I'm sure that we'll be getting more and more news about it coming up. But
these are the 3 guys. Remember, we were talking about these guys the other day. These 3 fellas.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Are you able to play that?
I can't because I don't know how he puts the sound on. But that's terrible.
It is. It's really, really sad.
Yeah.
They said that it's rat infested, so the conditions of those bodies, if they've been there for a little while, is probably really bad. It says a car connected with at least one of the 3 was found in the city of Warren, which is only a few miles from Highland Park, that the police have said. Their performance, of course, as we know, had been canceled, and then activities on their cell phones just stopped on January 22nd. They were supposed to perform at the club on January 21st.
Yeah, what happened?
That's sad news.
That's terrible. I'm always going to give it to you, Luwanda. I got you. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Keep going.
Busta Rhymes.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, I did. I was grooving to it. Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, and many more to deliver a special hip-hop 50 Grammys performance. Missy and A Tribe Called Quest nominated to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Did you see the video of Missy yesterday walking down a runway?
Yeah. So I knew about it before, but I know that she has Graves' disease that causes rapid weight relief. So when I saw her, I forgot
diabetes.
that. Yeah, I forgot that. And I was like, and it was the shoes. She was walking very funny, like very unsteady.
Her feet were weird.
But she looks great. And I hope Missy would do us all great justice if she would just kind of put out another album real quick.
Just come back out, Missy. So the 65th Grammy Awards to celebrate hip hop's 50th anniversary. It will be held on February 5th. That tomorrow?
Yes.
I mean, the next day.
This Sunday.
LL Cool J will play host for the celebratory segment feature, while legendary Roots drummer Questlove calls the shots as the producer with Black Thought on board for narration purposes on Sunday night's ceremony. Oh, I love Black Thought's voice. What else do we have here? In addition to the aforementioned names, the wide-ranging guest list includes Big Boy, De La Soul, DJ Drama,
De La Soul.
Girl, I love me a De La Soul.
Wow, where they find De La Soul?
Mina. What? Bye, buddy. Okay. DJ Drama, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Future, Glorilla, Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel, Scorpio, Ice-T, Lil Wayne, Lil Baby, The Lox, Method Man, Nelly, Public Enemy, Queen Latifah, Rakim.
That's going to be crazy.
Oh my gosh. Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, and Spinderella, Scarface, Swiss Beats, and Too Short.
Really?
I'm a tad moist.
Yeah.
The 5 decades hip hop has not only been defining force in music, but a major influence in our culture. Its contributions to art, fashion, sports, politics, and society cannot be overstated. I'm so proud that we are honoring it in such a spectacular way on the Grammy stage. It is just the beginning of our year-long celebration of this essential music genre. And of course, Spark FM
very good,
will be celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop with bars on February 18th. We are part of that too. So we're going to be celebrating 50 years in hip hop. Our bars tour will be hitting up 5 black bars and restaurants in the Boston area. Please get onto that. If you want information, hit up Spark Bar Crawl on Eventbrite.com. Don't miss it. You want to celebrate hip hop? Come out to
and
bars.
we got a lyrics book so that y'all can go out. You'll know all the words. We're gonna get there with our boombox, and we're gonna rap, and then we're gonna eat, and we're gonna drink everywhere, and y'all will be responsible because we are not taking any fault of y'all's personal recognizance for ourselves.
Yes.
That's why we got y'all a bus. Get on the bus, get drunk, and then sit in the car until you sober up, and then you drive or you call a Uber and you go home.
Exactly. But we gonna party like it's your birthday. To
the hip. Hop, a hip to the hip, you don't stop, you rock it to the bang bang, boogie the up, rock it to the boogie to beat. See, that's what you got to
Like
say.
that.
80s, 90s attire, yes. It's not mandatory, but it makes things more fun when you dress like that. Put on some baggy pant. What do they wear there back in the day?
They have to wear overalls with one thing down.
Oh, yes.
Bring out your cross colors.
And big glasses.
Big glasses, your windbreaker suits, your Dookie chains.
Oh, lit.
Yes. Your Adidas.
Yes.
And what else did they have out there?
They had hammer pants. Bucket hats.
Hammer pants.
Yes. Swisher suits.
Yes. All of those things. We are going to have a time.
We're just going to have a good old adult fun time.
And then the next morning, we're all going to make a video that says, woo, we had a time last night. We had a time last night. All right. Eagles' Josh Sills has allegedly forced woman to perform oral sex in his truck. And guess who won't be playing in the Super Bowl?
Him. Because bro, sit down. Sit it down and wait until you finish your...
He look like he stink.
Do he?
Yeah. Look at him.
Oh, he do. He look wet.
Ooh.
Yes.
The NFL has placed Josh Sills on the commissioner exempt list in wake of the charges, meaning the Eagles lineman will not be allowed to practice, play in games, or travel with the team until he's off of it. So he will not be participating in the Super Bowl. Philadelphia Eagles offensive.
How you force somebody to give you head in your truck?
Just hold the head.
Dude, I feel like if I'm going to the Super Bowl, I shouldn't have to force anybody to give me head.
Yeah.
If you're not going to give me head off of your own personal want to give me head, and I'm going to the Super Bowl, that's your loss.
Yeah. It says that he forced a woman to perform oral sex on him for approximately 20 minutes. 20 minutes!
20 minutes! That's because that's assault. That's assault and battery with a deadly weapon. And that is kidnapping and all kind of 20 minutes.
20 minutes!
I thought you was only supposed to do that for about 30 seconds. 20 minutes?
30 seconds.
That's not enough?
That's why you single. Back in 2019, he did this. According to a news report, you didn't even get 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes is the least you can
It should only be as long as a popsicle melts.
Popsicles take a long time to melt.
No, they don't.
They don't melt in no 30 seconds.
You probably don't got a hot mouth. You need a hotter mouth.
No, I don't. My mouth is lukewarm and perfect.
No, it's supposed to be hot mouth.
My mouth feels like a velvet glove.
I don't think so.
It does.
I don't think so.
Ask anyone. Not anyone. Ask one person in the Guernsey County Sheriff's Office docks. Cops say a woman told them the incident happened in Ohio around 2 a.m. on December 5th of 2019 after Sills had given her and her cousin a ride back to her cousin's home from a local cafe. Cops say the alleged victim, who was 21 years old at the time, told them as her cousin got out of the car, Sills grabbed her by the arm and pulled her back in. The woman, according to the docs, said her cousin did not think anything of it and shut the door and walked into the house. It's the cousin's fault. In the report, authorities say the woman then told him, and Sills began to sexual assault, attempting to kiss her before grabbing her by the neck and throwing her down on the seat. Oh, wow. The alleged victim said Sills unbuttoned her pants and began groping her, all while she told him to stop repeatedly. Oh, no. Cops say the woman told them Sills eventually sat up, grabbed her by the back of her neck, and pulled her on top of him, telling her she was doing this and was not leaving until she did this.
What?
Hold on a minute. We've got to take a call. Caller. Hold on.
Press the button.
This one?
Yep, red.
And
Press
then
the
this
button.
one. This one.
Answer. And then lift up the volume.
Caller, you are live.
20 minutes is a good ground. You do that for 20 minutes.
Get off of this phone, sir. Come off of the people phone.
20 minutes, you're going to get lockjaw. You liable to get yourself hurt 20 minutes. Somebody going to get tired. Your jaw going to lock up. You're going to clench down. It's not good. For your own sake, sir, and this is advice from a professional. For your own sake, limit that to about 5 minutes max. Okay? That's it.
It better be well sloppy, too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I said to come off the people phone.
What's the point of doing it if it ain't sloppy? Goodbye.
Turn it off. Janice said it's a whole 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20 minutes. No, it was the 20 minutes for the whole ordeal from start to finish. From the assault and including the head. So it wasn't 20 minutes ahead.
Oh, okay.
Pastor Troy says 20 minutes is shut up.
And you don't go take a nap.
And Janice says, not the profession.
That's what I'm telling you.
I'm a professional.
I'm a professional. This is professional advice. No. I'm not a professional SDer. I just have professional advice.
Take a break and play with it and then get back to it. From a professional. Everything professional.
I'm a professional advice giver.
That's not what we associating that with.
Y'all took it the wrong way. She claims, according to the report, that Sills then forced her to perform oral sex until he did his thing. She asked him afterward if she could leave, according to the report, and after he told her, "You will talk to me again," she got out of the truck and ran inside the home.
He's a sexual deviant.
He is.
And that's terrible. You don't do that to somebody. Put him in the jail.
Yeah. He then left. Police say in the report that the woman had bruising in the back of her throat, her inner lip, her right ear, and on the back of her left knee following the alleged assault.
What happened in the back of the left knee?
He probably had his foot on the back of her
left knee. If you ever mouth rape me
down
enough to bruise my throat, that is horrible.
Yes.
That's horrible. If I was her, I would have risked it all, and I would have bit down and risked getting punched in the head over and over. If you're gonna bruise my throat, then just kill me. Just kill me.
The back of her throat, her inner lip, her right ear. What did he stick it in her ear? No, he probably had his finger in her ear and his foot on the back of her. That's awful. Poor little girl.
Oh no, he would have had to get punched all up and down the balls.
Yeah, she said that she knows him. He's a 21-year-old. He was also 21 at the time. She had known him for approximately 7 or 8 years. They had gone to high school together. The police conducted an investigation into and the NFL player was eventually indicted on 1 count of felony rape and 1 count of kidnapping on just Wednesday from a 2019 incident where y'all had evidence.
That's crazy.
He's due in court on February 16th, just 4 days after his Eagles team takes the Chiefs on the Super Bowl. It's not clear yet if the 25-year-old rookie reserveman lineman will suit up. Oh, no. We know that he is not suiting up. And I don't even know why that was a thought that he might suit up. Because that.
Yeah, I thought that this was recent. Me too, Janet. I thought that he just did this before the Super Bowl, like in the last couple of days.
So he's been living his life all of these for 4 years, because this is 2023. So almost 4 years he been living his life and whatever. After he did this to this young girl, he's just getting indicted now. That's right. Indict him right before his big glorious day.
Sit him down. He don't need to play anything but with himself.
He can't even go. And he should every time he play with himself, he should get arrested for assault.
He should get punched right in he should bruise his throat. Somebody should bruise his throat out. How the hell you gonna bruise how the hell you get your throat bruised? What did it look like to have a throat?
I don't know.
I'm
not a professional.
Can I Google that on my computer?
Throat bruising?
Throat bruising.
I want to see. Back of her throat.
Yeah.
So he probably bruised up her poor girl's uvula.
Throat bruising.
Ain't that what the thing that hang down called?
The dangly thing? Right in the back of the throat?
In the back of the throat.
Yeah. Let me see an image. Oh!
Damn! That's awful.
That look like thrush. Oh, this is little bruising. Oh no,
poor girl.
Oh no, that's not fair. Hang him, fry him, whatever y'all gotta do.
Castrate him, cut
Get
him
out of here.
Right off.
Get him out of here. Terrible.
Young Thug co-defendants accused of stabbing a jail inmate.
I just want to say Young Thug is not having a good time in this jail and in this trial.
And his friends are just awful. Y'all, the friends of his associates are not making a good case for him.
No, they are not.
3 of Young Thug's 13 co-defendants in the sprawling RICO case against Young Slime Life Collective are facing new charges stemming from a jail stabbing.
But you know what else could have happened? These people could be targeting them. Because, the YSL, and they'd be mad. There'd be people in there that's trying to get back at them and things. It's hot. You bruised your throat. Sue the people. What it feel like?
Oh, it's so warm, but then it felt nice as it slid down to my belly. Jesus Christ. Anyway, what you was saying? It hurt at first. Then it didn't nurse.
Jenna got to be one of our closest friends because some of her commentary be a little bit shamey. This is conversations we have over breakfast, Janet.
Yes.
On the line. Damn it, Janet. Jesus.
Janet just say whatever.
Janet just don't care. She just say, she's going to type it in there.
So Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt told WSB TV on Wednesday that Christian Bruce Eppinger Rodalius Lil Rod Ryan, the back of your throat bruised from coughing.
Chest is so fiery.
As in the words of Janet. Swallowed. She has been accused of stabbing a fellow inmate inside of Fulton County Jail. Authorities have yet to share details about the attack, so the identity of the victim and their conditions are unknown. It is unclear what prompted the stabbing. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to learn to turn the other cheek, like Jesus said, because y'all in jail and you can't be acting up like this anymore. Rihanna reportedly launching Fenty Kids line after filing a new trademark. I don't want to see no kids in no sexy drawers. I just don't. You think that's what's going to be? Little sexy drawers. I want to see little lace panties
for the baby.
For the baby. She's reportedly filed a trademark to launch Fenty Kids clothing line, which doesn't necessarily mean the line is happening, but it does mean she's considering it and she can do what she wants. She's a billionaire and she's a badass bitch and I love her.
And she has a baby, so that's going to be good because you know that there's so much of a lack of really cool clothes for little boys, and I feel like they do need to. I hope it's a little boys line, period.
Yeah, but I don't want it to have all that Fenty X all over it.
It's probably gonna have a little X right there.
I know, just put a little X on it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be all weather clothing with underwear, footwear, body shapers, and more for the children.
For the babies?
Gerber shared a screenshot of a filing made on January 20th for the Fenty Kids brand that would encompass clothing for all weather, bibs, underwear, footwear, body shapers, and more. That's what it says, right?
Maybe that's what she filed, all of those things, but they just put it all in the sentence.
They said that. Okay, because his tweet said Fenty Kids per trademark filing on January 20th. It'll have clothing, swimwear, footwear, baby bibs, and more. I don't know why they would put shapewear and things in that.
Yeah, that's
weird.
Fool.
People is fool. So anyhow, that is really good. We need to check in on our late breakfast question answers, don't we?
And that goes right into this. So Beyonce announces Renaissance World Tour. Everybody's going crazy. It's been super trending on TikTok and everything like that. People pretty much are cussing her out because they're like, bro, it's February 1st. It's Black History Month. You're going to come up with these tickets. We don't got the money. We're going to have to find the money. How much does OnlyFans cost? And is the Pink hiring? So
down in the valley where the girls get naked.
So go back to the question.
The question was, what would you, we gave the scenario about the guy who said that his girlfriend wanted her $710 that she has saved in the 10 months. She wants that money back so that she can go to the Beyonce concert instead of them buying a home. The fiance said to her, well, if you want to do that, here is your $710 that you contributed in 10 months.
And it's over.
We are over. And she said, what? You're breaking up with me for asking for my money? Fine, then text me when I can pick up my money and goodbye. And what do y'all have to say about that? What are y'all's thoughts about that? Because this woman is literally willing to sacrifice her relationship for Beyonce tickets. But at the same time, isn't he willing to sacrifice his relationship to not get Beyonce tickets?
That's what I'm saying. So Toya says that text thread was wild. I hope it's not a real story.
Yeah.
Janet is priorities good for him. Chris has said, I respect him. Anna, shake my head. And
Latoya says she's foolish. Janet said her priorities are way the F off. I agree with old boy. She could have gotten her own loan from the bank if she was that desperate.
710 over 10 months. How long you think it took her to give her that?
Somebody said if it took her 10 months to give $710, she won't pay him back for 6 summers.
This is another great one. Why didn't she just get a credit card and pay that back?
Yeah.
Like, if he said no, then you do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you're not taking from the fund. You just have to find the money that you need to get the tickets that you want.
She better call 1-800-JANUARY-CASH. She can get her $750.
1-800-6.
This $750? Yes, this $750. Call and get your $750. $750? Yes, $750. $750. That's what she call.
I think I'm with him too.
Yeah.
If we decided, like, and those are the clauses that you need to keep. All right, we're going to save up for our money, but if it's something that we both really, really want to do, then we'll make the sacrifice to do it.
Yeah.
But she wants him to go. She probably wants him to go with her, but I don't know. I don't know if the case, but she should just go get a credit card. I'm with you 100%, Janet.
Yeah, she needs to get a credit card.
Oh, maybe her credit wasn't good. Or borrow from a friend.
Yeah, listen, your credit don't have to be good to get a payday loan. If it's that important to you, go on and get your money however you need to. Yeah, that's what he said. He gave her everything else. She asked to be engaged. He said that. She said she wanted a home, so they started saving for a home. She's contributed $710. Somebody said, there was a guy in the comments who was like, he should have been more of a man and tried to help her figure out how she could do her thing.
Why? Because she's not a damn adult that can figure out her own ish?
And maybe he could have suggested to her that she work a few more hours or pick up a part-time job.
And then it would have been a problem for him to suggest that to her. How dare he suggest that she go get a part-time job for Beyonce when he could just be giving her the money to do what they got to do.
Right. Snyder said she obviously wasn't giving head for 20 minutes. Obviously. Obviously she wasn't.
More like 20 seconds.
And then somebody else said, you know what the thing is that these tickets cost way too damn much. Like Beyonce shouldn't be doing that to us.
Yeah.
We're just coming out of recession. People don't have that kind of money, and people are going to be sacrificing a lot to go to this concert.
They sure are.
People are willing to do that. The cost of those concert tickets are more than some people's rent. In some cases. And so people are going to be, it's not cool. Somebody says the pawn shop. She'd rather be homeless and see Beyonce. And that's what somebody said. At the end of the day, Beyonce's going home to her $88 million home
100%.
with her husband and her children. And your ass, who's not even going to be seen by Beyonce, let alone you seeing her, she ain't going to see you is by yourself.
Yeah.
No husband and nothing.
I don't get that one.
Somebody said, to the left.
Look, Toya agrees with you. Beyonce is evil.
Yes. Somebody said he should have never put a ring on it. Somebody else told her to the left.
And I mean, that's another thing. Like, if you're willing to give up your relationship, you might as well just cheat and go get somebody else to pay for it for you and then have a real reason. Because you want to say, you don't want to tell nobody, oh, we broke up because he wouldn't buy Beyonce tickets. Yeah. You would rather say we broke up because I cheated on him for Beyonce tickets. That's a much better story.
Yeah, somebody in the comments was like, this is why you always supposed to have 2 ninjas.
Hello. You do not be. And then, exactly. Hello.
Things. You need one for things.
Yeah, and that's sad. I don't know what she's going to do. I hope that she works that out and comes to her senses, or that she figures out another way to keep her man, her engagement, in her house.
Yeah.
So that she can go and live. She better ask a friend and ask the friend to pay them back or something like that. So I don't know. If he's saying no, just leave that alone. Don't get getting all cute.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't, then I'm not going to eat it. Girl, bye.
Right. And then go pawn your engagement ring if it's that important
and then
to you.
I want my money back. So you're going to take out the contribution of where you're going to live for the rest of your life. Yeah. Because you want your money back to go see Beyonce, who was going to be around for a while.
Exactly.
I mean, I can't say that because life is short. But, I'm not wishing nothing better about on the girl. But I don't know.
Listen, I had one Beyonce experience, and, that was a lot of money to me at the time. Even though it was nothing near $600 what we paid.
We had we got good seats, though.
Y'all.
Oh, yeah, good seats, yeah. We missed half of the show, though.
We did.
We did.
Well, that's what somebody in the comments was like. It took me 3 hours to get
Listen.
to get there and back.
Listen.
It was 6 hours of travel. We did for Foxborough
for an hour and a half a show because we missed that and ran in heels. It was an experience. Mm-hmm.
I don't really care to do it again, especially not for that money. If it was reasonable, $200 maybe. I'm definitely not paying $600 to sit in nosebleed seats, and that's $600 before taxes and shit.
Yeah, I don't care about anybody that much. And I was telling my friends because she's very big in the Beehive, and I was just like, one day I'm gonna love somebody as much as y'all love Beyonce, but as of now, there's nobody that I would be willing to risk my house, my engagement, and my man for unless it's Michael B. Jordan. And he's coming to pick me up.
Prince would have to come back from the dead in order for me to pay that much to go to a concert.
I would
go to see Prince.
I wouldn't even go to see Prince. I would just wait for you to tell me what it was like.
That's it. Somebody said she gonna make a movie out of it and put it on HBO anyway.
Big time.
So
Big
I'm
facts.
all set. It was awful. That traffic was insane. Yep, for that concert. And great show, family. Love my Spark FM family online. Expecting to see y'all on that Bars tour. And Corey, Pastor Troy says he's not for
the CUNT.
For the CUNT. Hold on a second. We got one more last caller. Caller, you're live on sparkfm.com. Saucy and Friends.
Hi, Chris.
So could you imagine, right? We in the Caribbean are complaining about going to a show that costs $50 to $60 for a show.
Yeah, right?
$500, $600 on Beyonce.
Exactly.
That girl knocked her head so hard, right? If I was that dude, just like they said, come get your money.
Yeah.
And I don't need your help with anything else.
Yeah.
You think about where your priorities are.
That sounds to me like that $710 paid for her funeral. Get out, goodbye, and good riddance.
That doesn't make no sense for me.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
and yeah, you're looking forward to a future with this girl, and now she's showing you how she really is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got engagement, you're putting down for a house, you have big Valentine's Day thing, and you're complaining about not going to see Beyonce. You could watch her on video.
Exactly.
On YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right, because what's next? What are you going to want next?
Yeah. Because every time, if I compromise now for Beyonce tickets, then you're going to make me compromise again later for some other foolishness. I'm not doing it.
So here now, she gets the house now, right? Let's say this works out and she gets the house. What she's going to want after that now?
Oh, yes.
You want the whole world after that now?
Yes, yes. And if he
men
don't get her,
should be providing the whole world for their women. So that's all I got to say.
Caller, you have a great day. Thank you for calling in and thank you for listening.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. And that's it.
That's
it for today, people. We are off to the sauce. I don't know where we're going. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to go lay down. I feel like trash. And thank you guys for joining us today for another Friday, another Freaky Friday. And having a good time with us. We'll see Rockstone Triz on Monday. And then on Monday, we do have somebody very special coming in. We have Boston Mayor Michelle Wu that will be coming in here to talk to us about everything that she has going on. So make sure that you guys tune in on Monday.
She's coming in here.
She's coming in here.
Oh, wow. Got to go find my suit.
Tell a friend to tell. We should come in suits. We're going to get dressed up.
From the waist.
Yes. With sweatpants and a suit jacket. Yes. You guys have a good one. Stay warm. Stay inside the house. If you don't have to go nowhere, don't go nowhere. Have a good one. And we'll see you bright and early on Monday. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, how do I get this off? Well, while we're still here.
What do I do?
What y'all over there doing?
Everybody needs to get ready for whatever it is. Go to the grocery store and get your things.
Get a milk.
Get milk and eggs if you can afford it. Save up now. Look in your couch. Get all your coins. Get some eggs.
Bye.
Bye.
Broadcasting live worldwide. This is
Spark FM. 2023 is the 50th anniversary of our beloved hip hop. February is Black History Month. Join Spark FM as we tour our favorite black-owned hotspot in VIP style. Saturday, February 18, 2023. Spark FM Online presents Bars Volume 1. Boston Black Bard Restaurant Tour. Featuring Caesarea, Top Mix, Suya Joint, Fort Hill Grill in District 7. Appetizers, drink special, spit your bars, network event, and giveaways. 21 and up with proper ID, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For more info, go to sparkbarcrawl.eventbrite.com. It's the Bars Volume 1 Boston Black Bar and Restaurant Tour.
Hi, it's Tori DeVito. In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
The Boston Public Schools are your child's foundation for success. There are countless opportunities for enrichment, education, and real-world skills. Whether you're looking for pre-kindergarten or high school, Boston Public Schools provide a quality education to prepare your child for college,